Hello everyone. We hope you're having an amazing day today. Now that Yellowstone has taken a major break by having the final for part 1 of season 5, we are left with thousands of questions and theories on what to expect from the future of the series. Part 1 ended with a major cliffhanger that changed everything about the show, and now the stakes are much higher than ever. In the final episode, Jaime called the Senate for his father's impeachment, which is welcomed by the senators, and now Jon is facing an investigation. Beth didn't stay silent in face of such developments and attempted to threaten Jaime with revealing the photos of him killing his biological father. Jaime wasn't as stupid as she assumed, though. Turns out he buried Garrett in a special point in between the states, where there is no jurisdiction and thus no investigation as well. Knowing all these very well, Duttons have been burying their enemies in that very spot for generations. Of course, Jaime knew about it and buried Garrett there, so if the body of his father is being found, every single sin of the entire Dutton family will also be revealed thanks to that. In other words, if Jaime goes down, all the Duttons go down with him. The interesting thing is that Beth was naive enough to assume that their enemies were going away silently, without any specific reason. She didn't even think that her family is capable of such major crimes. Well, her husband is responsible for the majority of those crimes, so here is yet another surprise for her. Realizing that her hand was way weaker than Jaime's, Beth went to her father to seek answers. At that point, both Jaime and Beth knew that Beth was going to try to kill Jaime, meaning that Jaime was obliged to attempt to kill her as well. That's to say, the fight finally turns into a true war in which two siblings will try to kill one another. For years, we have been building up to this very point when the warring sides are clear, and the war is right on the corner. Beth and Jon form one side with the Yellowstone Ranch's entire crew as the support group behind them. Jaime and market equities from the other side, and their biggest support is the monetary power they have. In this impressive equation, there is only one person whose position we cannot quite determine yet: Casey. Casey is a true gem of a person. He slips up just like every single person does, but he knows how to apologize and make things right again. This is why we respect him so much. He has the same Dutton pride his father has. He also loves the Yellowstone Ranch, and he is dedicated, determined, and loyal. But he also knows that there is more to life. He knows that his family is the one that he formed with Monica and Tate. Yes, Jon is his father, and he has certain responsibilities toward him, but this doesn't mean that his unitary family should be ignored. Casey learned this lesson the hard way. It took Monica to yell at him, saying, "I hate you," so that Casey would realize how far he went when prioritizing Yellowstone over his family. This has become the turning point in Casey's arc. Suddenly, all his decisions started to be determined based on a single element. Is this the best choice for my family's interests? The fact that he also took a spiritual journey that let him see some visions about his future also made him more fond of his family, knowing that everything is finite and that one day he might lose everything. Also in season 5, losing their baby once again stroked Casey as he decided to leave his job just to be with his family more. Now, all these things considered, Casey has turned out to be the perfect family man whose only desire is to have a happy life with Monica and Tate. But right when Casey was stepping away from the drama surrounding Yellowstone, Monica started to have close relations with Jon. She accepted to join the branding in the mountains and even accepted to move back to the Yellowstone Ranch and take care of the ranch so that it can one day be inherited by Tate. Of course, Casey followed her steps, trusting her judgment. But he also warned her by saying that in his visions, he had to make a choice between the ranch and her. It's apparent that in his mind, he already made his decision in favor of Monica. And yet, the fact that Monica is siding with the ranch changes everything. This means that Casey will be forced to be a part of the upcoming war between Jaime and Beth. We know that he is fond of both of his siblings, but we also know that he would not do anything against the ranch ever, meaning that he would automatically be on the side of Beth and Jon. This means that if Jon becomes impeached or his political career would take a troubling turn, then he might encourage Casey to replace him and be the new political face of the family. And Casey, being the nice boy he is, would not say no to his beloved father. That being said, there is one exception to the rule. If Monica somehow ends up on the opposite side of the war, then Casey would follow her no matter what. How can Monica side with Jaime, though, knowing that he is cooperating with the Market Equities, the company that symbolizes everything against the Native American heritage? Well, perhaps Thomas Rainwater might have some saying in such a change, we're not sure. But knowing that in the end, Casey will be forced to choose between Monica and the ranch makes it very much likely that Monica might once again leave Yellowstone and even fight against Jon. What do you think about this theory? Who do you think Casey will support in the end? Would he choose Yellowstone Ranch over Monica? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.